Okay, without getting into too many details, I did some of the pre-light blocking and painting of some of the parts for the T-ship. Here's one of them that I just ended up putting, and I'm going to flip my camera over here so I can see this a little upside down. Here's one area where I hit it. I repainted it white, I shot it with black, and I shot it with gray, and this is how I got my finish. And I checked it against sunlight to see if I had any light blocks, and it's pretty blocked out 100%. So this is one part. And then another part that I did was I did this upper piece right here. And again, I shot it with white to start just to get some color on it. And then I came back with some gray and finished the gray off, shot it with some black, and then came back with the gray and the white again to light block this 100%. And then finally, I also hit the dome. So the dome, I basically dust coated it, painted it white, and then came back and I already opened up all the openings for the windows, which just had a little bit of low flashing on them, but hardly like anything. And so that is done. And then the inside, I also grayed it out and I left it gray. I haven't had a chance to paint it white yet, so this is the next series is I'll be painting it white. So I'll update this as soon as I get a little more of the painting done and get some more of the parts together. Okay, so here's a couple things that we need to take very good care with without making too much mess. These areas that are all inside these vents need to be very carefully removed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my hobby knife. I'm going to show you kind of what I'm going to do to cut them out very easily. So basically, you're just going to have to start up here on the top. Let me make sure I'm in frame here. And basically you're going to make a small cut from the top on down, barely push it, and then just kind of kick that little part out, piece of flashing. These are just great, easy to remove areas of flash. Just need a little knife cleanup. And that's basically it. So if then you want to come back and clean it out a little more, just going to basically, I'm going to use the back side of the knife. That's pretty good. So that's what one will look like if you can see it that close. That's what one's going to look like when we're going to do it. So I have to go all the way around the whole area, clean all these out so I can get the light to go out in here. And there'll be a piece of diffusion material that will go around this whole circumference, possibly standing up or maybe laying across these areas because it is curved. So I might have to just make a ring of diffusion material in there. And I'm going to do the same with the larger one too, with this piece of the symbol ring. So this will be the same process. I don't know if it's going to be easier if I cut them from this side or if I cut them from that side, but we will see. Some of them are already popped out. Yeah, it looks like this side is kind of the side. They just have to be dug out, cleaned out of there. But that's my next step, and that's what it takes to get it out. And we'll move on from there. And I'll have another small video on some of the other parts that I have to fine tune.